So in Taurus's special edition reading, I did not want to clear the cards. I feel like the message was complete in your initial reading, or it stopped at a certain point by way of practice. But this special edition reading, whether you have Taurus in any planetary placement, all 12 houses, North Node, South Node, I feel like so much of this is somebody's North Node or facing their North Node or your Lilith. Take it as it resonates. I did not clear these cards out because I'm so enamored in the frequency for Taurus energy. Because in the past energy, you had the Hangman in reverse, the meditation. It says meditation in the my intuition goddess deck. It's in reverse. So that was somebody who didn't rely on prayer very much. And now you rely on prayer moving forward more than anything. With the take a leap, God will catch you. So I wanted to do something to further amplify on what I got from you because I really was enjoying your reading and I accidentally stopped it. So that was meant for that. You come with a lot of mature energy, and I said in the first reading you could be 48, but 48 can break down to a 12, which is Piscean energy, confirming, and then look for fairies, you could be 30, or that could be 3 for Empress. Empress is number 3 in the major arcanas. Empress is Venus energy, receptive energy, so you're very creative right now. And how you're going to, 1, serve God, 2, serve your higher purpose. Let's talk about the cards, the High Priestess. Let's talk about you having the High Priestess here because you also have the King and Queen of Pentacles here twice. So you can meet someone who's of your frequency, man or woman. It could be a friend. I feel like y'all balance each other's energy out. One is predominantly masculine energy, one is predominantly feminine energy, but I feel like you could have met a person who's a lot like you, like a high priestess, not like, someone who's God-fearing, someone who's intuitively inclined, just strong in faith, has abilities, logical, strong leadership skills, expressive long leadership skills, my apologies, value, nurturing, responsible with finances, responsible with being level-headed and grounded, nurturing and compassionate. I feel like you have a best friend in the works. Budding friendship who has the same long-term goals. 9 of Pentacles is here twice. King and Queen of Pentacles is here twice. High Priestess is here twice. So I want to talk about the High Priestess. Because I feel like the person you met is a star seed, or you're coming to know through this person that is a star seed, and you as well is a star seed, and you're both in that receptive energy, ancestors. And on the bottom is Heart of a Lion. Yeah, I feel like you're coming into a soul tribe. And I feel like ancestor is ancestral, or you could come from the same ancestral lineage. Or you're healing generational curses. I feel like you and this person have a lot, almost anything in common, everything in common. And I feel like it's a yin-yang energy between the two of you. But I feel like both of you could be in a receptive energy with seeking knowledge, mystical ecstasy. You could be at a phase in your life where everything is starting to balance out, is running more smooth. You're around the right people. You can focus more on your craft. And there's going to be some traveling in the works. A lot of traveling in the works. Or just moving to calmer waters mentally. There's not many challenges in the surrounding, like in the environment right now. You got peaceful home. You're at peace with yourself. I feel like so much of this is you being at peace with yourself. It is someone who reminds you of like family, who could be a like family to you. Or like Gemini is like the twins. Pisces are like similar to Gemini with the two fish, who both are high priestess. Two high priestess on the board. Or if it's further clarifying your spiritual abilities, or you coming to know yourself in a way where you're more deeply spiritual, or it's coming to the surface now, or things that you're strong enough to create and bring it to fruition. You're able to ground yourself. You have the right kind of support to ground yourself, to bring a lot of what you stand for into fruition. Totem of air. Yeah, it's a peace of mind. Is the energy I get from this read. I feel like you have lighter shoulders and you're lighter on your feet. Earth Goddess is my Queen of Pentacles in reverse. But that's clarifying my ancestors. So there could have been bad health, bad wealth, bad financial choices made in the past. And that's coming to be healed moving forward as you trust your intuition more, or you tap into your gifts more. You're becoming more stable with the fours, four wands, four pentacles. It's stable. You're coming out of that lackluster mindset with you're not tight-fisted about money. You're not tight-fisted about anything. In fact, it's like a let go, let God energy, that receptive energy where you could just relax. You know you can relax at this point. What's on the heart of the lion? Superior mother. There's your opportunity, more nurturing and compassionate. You can have a stronger relationship with your children, or just upon meeting your soul tribe, because you have the Two of Cups here, Three of Cups. That's friendship, that's collaboration, that's harmonious, that's happiness, that's going down a new adventure or embarking down a new path with the Page of Pentacles. So I feel like so much of it is like the Tyler Perry movie with the mothers, the Single Moms Club. That's the vibe I'm getting from this read. Mystical ecstasy, muse of art. You have time to focus on yourself more. Now, with the right kind of friendships, I feel like Superior Mother and Heart of a Lion is someone you met is just as courageous as you and have children just like you, and they guard your children the same way you guard your children, and vice versa. Yeah, you've met a soulmate, like a sister. Muse of Hymns and the Home. Yes, harmonious. I feel like that's a lot of recitation and harmonious words, or recitation of scripture is being further amplified, is being practiced. A lot of deep soul searching. I feel like you're being led down a path where you become more religious with the pentacles here. The high priestess. The high priestess is clarifying the pentacle, a king of pentacles. That's somebody who's strong in faith, who's taking accountability, is not being a victim. And they're going to be well knowledgeable, like a student of knowledge. Taurus, I love your reading. It's so peaceful. And I just respect your energy so much that I didn't want to come out of it because it's very peaceful and relatable. Now, the totem of air. Lunar masculine. It's a masculine energy coming out of, is healing your masculine energy. It's like overusage of being too accountable, maybe coming out of being overly controlling with the hangman in reverse. You know, you're coming out of not, or thinking that if I can't see it, I don't want to do it. You know, I don't believe in it, or it's not necessary to put too much focus on it. It doesn't seem practical or grounded. And likewise, the Queen of Pentacles was in a reverse. But that's healing the ancestral lineage. If you don't get out there and do it yourself, it doesn't get done. You're changing that mindset. With the lunar masculine, it's a man who operates on from his shadow side quite a bit. Quite a bit, who focuses on his shadow side, or you could have been in your masculine energy as your shadow side, as a part of being in your shadow side. But what's on the bottom is divine messenger. Someone came into your life to recite scripture and truth. And this is the Queen of Shadows. So this would be my Queen of Swords. Operate, or someone who operates, is reptilian. Reptilian is a strong mentality, strong mindset. It's somebody who is strong and sharp-minded. And if you look at the eloquent speech, look at her head. Like she has, this is somebody who memorized a lot of scripture, is what I get from it. Or just, you see how she's reading. She has the book in her hand, and she has a lot of, I never paid that much attention to her head. With the words is in her head, how she's studying. She's very studious. A divine messenger would know God very well, or a higher power very well. A source of knowledge. Again, a student of knowledge. And it's with this Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, and Queen of Swords. Yes, this is someone who's balancing logic with heart, emotion, the in depth. You gotta do your shadow work is to go deep. You can only go deep with people as you go deep with yourself. To go deep with yourself is to become friends with God as he helps you through your shadow work, because what he does is protect you through your vulnerabilities. A lot of feminine energy, but there's some masculine energy. So I feel like the graduation is coming from the masculine energy. It's not being so controlling, but yet being in that receptive energy and learning yourself at a deeper level and being able to focus on yourself. Muse of art is therapeutic, mystical ecstasy. So you're working on your craft, whatever your talented abilities are, have healing. It has healing abilities in it. Being a mother, focusing on your motherhood, creativity, receptivity is more to it than that. What I'm getting from this reading is if you're a parent, you're learning your children. You're learning your inner child better. You're learning your children better. You're focusing, you're doing more for yourself. Being in that receptive energy, being that high priestess is teaching you where to go next, how to move. You're calculating your moves without being too controlling. You trust the unknown. You have faith. You trust what you can't see at a higher velocity. With the Ace of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, and the strength, that's integrity. Queen of Pentacles is someone who balances everything. She's fertile. She can balance the books. She takes care of her money. She takes care of her appearance. She takes care of her health, mental health, physical health, spiritual health. She takes care of everybody. You as a superior mother and ancestors, that probably, you could have come from a lineage where mothers are not that strong in their motherhood, but may have been more fixated on being a wife or had to work. Someone who always had to work. Parents could have had to entrust their children with strangers or other relatives. You could have experienced trauma with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, a lot of blockages in your family lineage because the women, the maternal line or the maternal line could have been cursed or experienced a lot of karma. And you're called to step up, some kind of earth angel or star seed. You're called to heal that. You're connecting with someone who's strong about healing a family lineage, who's strong about their ancestors, who are very connected with their ancestors. You could be strongly connected with your ancestors. And being in that receptive energy is you're open to learn. What else can I learn? How can I make my family, how can I heal my family, even if it's just your family and your household? How can I heal my family lineage? How can I better connect with my children or make sure my children are better protected or better safe? It has to be an easier way to do this. It has to be people out there who are more like me or have more in common with me, like spirited, like minded. And I feel like God sent someone to you that can teach you a lot about doing your shadow work, a lot about healing family lineage, a lot about nurturing your inner child, a lot about nurturing children. Not that you don't already know how to do many of these things, if not all of them. It's just you have support, the right kind of support in your life now. Not everything's a breeze. I feel like you're surviving a lot of emotional, manipulative energy, whether masculine or feminine. Could be a mother or a father, somebody who's clingy, insecure, overly insecure, and only cares about money, just overly materialistic. They may make a lot of money, but they spend a lot of money, and this came out in reverse. Or you could have survived a soulmate or a counterpart who was all about money, or just fixated on money so much that he didn't get to enjoy life, whether it be you, children, and or the money he's chasing. It could have had you in a Queen of Pentacles in reverse energy, or had you in a space where you didn't feel connected to the Most High. You felt overly connected to a person who was all about money. And I feel like this person could have been removed from your life in some way, in some harsh way or another, with the lunar masculine. Because you have the soulmates card. It was in reverse. Sorry about that. I see a person walking down the aisle of a church. Church could be empty, and going to the altar and saying a prayer, kneeling down to say a prayer. I see a person going into a masjid, seeking counsel, even though everybody in there is in their face, so they're dressed in like the hijab. And you know that in the masjid, the men are separate from the women. So the woman who's not necessarily dressed properly, but she's coming to seek counsel, she's dead serious. You know, she may get a couple stares, but in a masjid, when it's ran correctly or managed correctly, where the people are properly educated and properly corrected, if they're overtaken with a certain attitude or a certain precaution because they see someone walking in that doesn't quite fit the bill, like by way of appearance, you know, you're careful not to judge a book by its cover. You don't know if that's an angel or a guy trying to test you or something, and this person's entering a house of worship and they're seeking counsel about how to walk on that straight and narrow path. I see a lot of spiritual upgrades. I see family mocking, making fun, but those are the ones that are overly materialistic, overly practical, a little arrogant. Anytime this is my King of Pentacles in this deck, and it came out in reverse. It's overly arrogant, materialistic, hypersexual, could be manipulative, with the Queen of Cups in reverse. Like someone who's emotionally manipulative, imbalanced. Could have had you imbalanced because my King and Queen of Pentacles. I'm sorry, this is my King of Wands. It says King Ultimate Material Gain, but it has a lion on it. So it could be my King of Wands, which is tyranny energy, short-tempered, abuse of power. Even the Queen is in reverse, or abuse of power, manipulative, insecure, clingy, or just could have been in a darker space with the Queen of Shadows here. Now you reach a space where you're mature. That's immature energy, by the way. In the upright, so much of this energy is someone cleaning their act up. You might even write a book about it with the muse of poetry. Or could have assumed that so much of Holy Scripture could have been deemed as poetry, as so many disbelievers do believe that the Holy Scripture is nothing but poetry. It's not true. Or lack of faith. Celestial union, that balance of that yin-yang energy, that methodical energy. someone who's electrifying. And then you as a divine feminine is magnifying. You draw people to you, or drawn to people who are like spirited like you, who appear to want to grow and evolve and become more respectful for humanity, a better person by way of respect of humanity. So I think that's it, Taurus, for your special edition reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time.